beautiful gnomies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today for our Luck of the Draw Thursday. If this is your first time here, welcome to my cozy little corner of YouTube. I hope that you feel safe and comfy and relaxed when you are here in our cozy little corner. And if it is not your first time here, welcome back, my gnomie. I'm so happy to see you. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that you and your loved ones are taking care the best that you can. So if this is your first time here, or you just haven't seen the Luck of the Draw videos and you don't know what they are, on Thursdays I come on here and I show you guys my Luck of the Draw makes. So what is Luck of the Draw? Well, Luck of the Draw is something that is hosted over on a channel called Nan's Next Knots. I will link that channel in my description box so that if you are interested, you can go check it out. And once a week on Thursdays, she comes on and she draws a number out of a hat. You have those numbers that you correspond to a certain yarn that you would like to use, or whatever you would like to do. I actually have some people that are not even doing something yarn related, and they're just doing like a project correlated with a number or a task correlated with a number. So you can really do whatever you want if you just want to participate. Which, just a little side note, if you are participating and you don't have a channel, feel free to always update us in the comments. Like, you could tell us what your color is or your project was or whatever you've got going on for your Luck of the Draw. So definitely feel free to do that. But there are 8 numbers and you can correspond them to whatever you'd like. Most people pick a specific yarn, so they'll be like, okay, I'm picking that number 1 will be this mandala ombre in the color of chi. And then every time that that color comes up, that number comes up, they will do whatever it is that they're doing in that color. A lot of people do a blanket. There actually is a Luck of the Draw blanket that you can do, and you can find out more about that over on Nan's Next Knots if you're interested. I, however, have chosen to use this as an opportunity to practice freeform crochet. So I'm new to freeform crochet. I am new to freeform crochet, but basically it's where you just kind of do whatever you want. You make these things called scrumbles, which are like little small individual pieces that you do, and then you connect them all together and you make a larger project. So what I'm doing is I am making a shawl, and every week when I get my number, I have a color correlating with that number. So I'll have blue or yellow or green correlating with a number, and then when I get that number, I theme that scrumble around that color. So it can be any yarn, and actually I'm wanting to play around with different textures, different sizes of yarns, things like that to add intrigue. I want it to be a very you know, different like textures and visual look, just to add intrigue to it. So I'm actually purposely not wanting it to just be all one type of yarn. So I didn't choose one type of yarn. I just chose colors, and then that gives me a lot more room to play around every week with whatever I feel like doing. And so far I have gotten a unique color every week. So if you are interested in seeing my other scrumbles, I have in the description box, I will link the Luck of the Draw playlist, and I will also put a little thing up here that should be clickable. I have figured out how to do that now, that it should also be my Luck of the Draw playlist, but you can see my other scrumbles, and they are all different colors. So this week's scrumble, I got purple. So let me show you guys what yarns I used to start out. So that's why this is sitting here. I used this mandala ombre Lion Brand yarn in the colorway of Chi. I love this yarn. It is so soft and just so pretty. And then I also used this purple scrap. I don't have a ball band for it, but I am 99.9% sure that this is a Big Twist Value yarn. Not 100% sure what colorway it is, only just because I haven't pulled up the list of colorways to check, but I am 99.9% sure that this is a Big Twist yarn. Then I also used this, I love this yarn in the colorway of Grape. And Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway of Light Jasmine. So I used all different brands of yarn, but they are all 4-weight yarns. Yep, all 4-weight yarns this week. But I will insert some pictures and some clips that I took now of the process a little bit, show you what the yarn looks like. Like the pictures are always more true to color than the video is going to be. So I will show you what the yarns that I'm using look like and kind of a little bit of the process. And then I will show you what the scrumble looks like. Alright guys, so that is the process that I have worked through today for today's scrumble. And are you guys ready to see how the scrumble came out? Well, I mean, you saw in the pictures, but here's it in real life. Da, 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 da. So I decided that I wanted to play around with the stuff that I have learned in Freeform Crochet so far about making spirals, because spirals are a really big like thing in Freeform Crochet. Like I just see a lot of spirals, and you guys know that I've been making those little like nautilus shell looking scrumbles that I got that pattern for from Of Mars, and I wanted to put to the test the skills that I have picked up from that. So what I decided to do was, I knew that I have wanted to work floral into the shawl. I know that I want to work flowers into it. So I grabbed this book, this Mandalas to Crochet 30 Great, what's that say? Patterns by Hafner Linson. And I used this one. Just the flower part, not any of the rest of it. But I used the flower part to make the center of it. And then I did my own thing. And that is, if you have this book, the pattern called Field of Wildflowers on page 84. And I just thought that that was a pretty flower and a good centerpiece for a scrumble. There's little cat hairs on here because my cat was just on my desk. And then what I did was I just went around chaining between like the points. And then I chained 4, I believe, between each point and slip stitched into the points. And then I chained 4, from the middles of the chains to the points, to the middle, to the point, to the middle, to the point, all the way around. And then from there, I got to use the skills that I've picked up from making the spirals. So I got to start working the triple crochets and half double crochets and single crochets and all that, alternating my colors like I learned how to do in Of Mars's pattern. And I am super, super happy with how it came out. I really had no idea how it would work doing it not out of a magic circle, because the only way that I've done the spiraling technique was starting with a magic circle, but this time I started with making, you know, my own little whatever I chose in the middle and then coming up with it. And I am so happy with it. I think that this is a great freeform crochet piece, and I feel like I am getting some good skills under my belt so that I can get more creative as I go along, which was kind of the whole point of me doing this. Is I really want to grow my skills for freeform crochet because I really like it. I find it really intriguing, and I think you can make some really cool pieces with it. But it's definitely something that from the outside, before you start doing it, it can kind of come off as really daunting and like, you know, where do you start and everything. And I'm like, well, this is perfect because every week I have a prompt, basically. I know that I'm going to use whatever colors are chosen for the luck of the draw. So this week's color was purple, so I knew going into my stash, I'm going to look look for some purple yarns. I usually try to find 4 different colors of yarn to start out with, and then if I feel like I need more, I'll dip back in and find some more. And I ended up just using 4 this week. And I am just super, super happy with how it came out. I'm really proud of this one. I'm really, really proud of this one, and I think it might be my new favorite. You guys know, I'm probably going to change my favorite every week. But I did get the new color for Luck of the Draw, so I am excited to work that up. Just a reminder, because I don't know if I've talked about it a whole lot recently, but spring break starts this weekend for us. Well, it's technically next week is spring break, but, you know, got to lump the weekends on either side of the week together so it feels longer. And my sister, my brother-in-law, and my little nephew are coming to visit me all the way from Michigan to Texas, so we don't get to see each other that often. And I am going to be giving them 100% of my attention, and we are going to be having fun doing a little spring break vacation in the area, and I am super, super stoked. Gonna be spending some time at the beach, going around to some different places, of course having yummy food, you know, just enjoying each other's company and having a good time. Hubby will be off of work. They both took off of work. We've been planning this all year, so that they take their vacation days to line up and everything, and they come visit. So excited. We did this last year too, and we just had a blast. So I will take pictures and videos and stuff like that while they're here, because I always take pictures and videos, and so does my sister. We are big, like, into documenting family fun, so I am sure you guys will get to come along a little bit for us hanging out and, you know, kind of vloggy style stuff. I also have been working on preparing video content for you guys, so that I can have those ready and uploaded, and then I will just make them public, you know, try to make one a day public. I think I'm going to have right now, once I edit together some of the footage that I've done, 4 videos. So I'm working on that. I want you guys to still have content, and, you know, not be neglected, but I am going to be spending time with my family. So super, super, super excited about that. And I will definitely, you know, take you guys along and can kind of keep you in the loop a little bit. And then apart from that, I'm working on, like, some stuff behind the scenes. I've actually been working on a pattern, and I'll just go ahead and tell you guys what it is. I've been kind of keeping it hush hush, just because I like to wait till I'm a little bit further into stuff to be like, announcement. But I am working on a Blue's Clues pattern, Blue, the dog, from Blue's Clues. So, that has been a little bit of a process of, you know, doing things, taking it out, frogging back, rewriting parts of it and everything. I'm hoping I will get that blue done in time for my nephew being here, because I am making him, that he inspires a lot of my, pattern writing for plushies, because I want to make him things that he's into, and then I go in search of a pattern and I'm not really seeing what I want, or I just want to make him something, you know, that I made up. And so I end up writing a pattern, which is what happened. And I don't know if I'm going to get it finished on time. I've been working on it very diligently, but I keep, like, adjusting the pattern, and so I have to frog back, and that's, you know, I want it to come out really good. So if I don't get it done in time for his visit, that's okay. Maybe I'll be able to get it done in time for Easter. But yeah, so sometime soon in the future, I will be having that pattern ready also. So just working on some little stuff behind the scenes. I literally am just cycling through crochet projects. I'm still working on my 100-day challenge, which, if you guys haven't heard about that, I do have videos on that on my channel, so just go look for the 100-day challenge videos. But I am mostly posting on Instagram about that, so it's more of an Instagram challenge. But I'm posting every day 2 granny squares. They're just little granny squares. And the end goal is that I'm going to be making 2 little blankets, one for my niece and one for my nephew. So I'll have 100 squares at the end of it for each blanket, so 200 squares at the end of it. And I have been able to keep up with it. A couple of the times I had to double up and do 2 squares, or 2 sets of squares, just because I have been busy, and I wanted to make sure that I don't fall behind on my squares. But, you know, some days the day runs away from me and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't get my square done. that's totally fine. And I think that, you know, catching up on them, I think it's the same. But I have seamed together the first 10 and done the borders for the first 10 of both of the blankets. And that's kind of what my plan has been, is that I'm going to seam together every 10. I will go through and border any that aren't bordered and seam them together. And then in the end, when I get done with it, I will just have 10 strips that I need to seam together and put a border all around the blanket on. And that'll make it a lot more doable so that I don't get to the end and have 100 granny squares to put together. It makes it more of a task that I can do as I go along, which is what I really wanted from it. I think that that's like just so much more doable and not as overwhelming. So I'm going to continue to work on that. And if you are interested in following along on the 100-day challenge or just stuff that I post on Instagram in general, my Instagram and all of that stuff, my Etsy, my Facebook page, my email, all that stuff is always in the description box. I have a link in there for beacons is what it's called. And it is basically just a little page that has all of my links on it and you can just click them. So yeah, if you're interested in following me on Instagram, you can find it there. Also, you can just search me if you prefer to do that. And I am Nova Gnome Creations on Instagram as well. But yeah, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. I hope you guys are having a great week. Let me know if you are doing the Luck of the Draw, and don't forget, you can always join in on Luck of the Draw whenever you want. This is week 6, or no, this is week 5. She just announced week 6 number today, but I'm 1 week behind when I post my videos since I have to make the item and then show it to you guys. But yeah, so you're not very far behind if you wanted to play catch up or if you just wanted to start where we are. But yeah, let me know if you decide to join in and what you decide to do. And let me know what you think of today's Scrumble. I love it so much. I feel like the color is so like it's like so washed out right now with the way that my light is showing up. That might look a little bit better. Ah, so pretty. I'm so like happy that the spiral worked out too. And I did like a little weird stuff over here because I wanted it to kind of come to like a little bit of a point. But yeah, I think that the Freeform Crochet is progressing nicely, and I'm excited to keep playing around with that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and don't forget that tomorrow is Community Spotlight. So if you would like to send in something for Community Spotlight, my email is in the description box. It is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. And you are free to send me as many makes as you would like to. This can be crochet or knit or anything crafty really right now. I'm leaving it open to just whatever you've been working on crafty wise. Obviously it'll be mostly crochet, but you are welcome to send that over. Let me know what name you would like me to use when I credit you in the little montage that I put together as part of Community Spotlight. And you can let me know any other information that you would like me to, little blurbs, just chatting, pattern info, yarn info, anything you want or nothing at all. It doesn't matter to me. And then I will post that tomorrow and you will be in the video. So if you would like to do that, don't forget, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys!